Morning all, 6th of August, Wednesday 6th of August, and another day in my daily diary of how I look after my wife with Parkinson's and dementia. Yesterday, the day started off, the new carer that I've now got coming in to help get Angie up, washed and dressed. It wasn't actually due till 10 o'clock, but she turned up at 9:30. And she just wouldn't wake up. You got me and the carer she was called Precious. We couldn't wake Angie up at all. She was really fast asleep. Anyway, so we eventually sort of woke her, and I tried to leave Precious to it as much as I could. To get the bowl with the water in and the soap and that for her. But at one point, I just heard her shouting me, Mike, not Angie, I'm talking about Precious. So I went in, and she's trying to get Angie off the bed, and Angie was slipping because of the bed being, the height it is, and she couldn't stop her from falling. So I don't know where that's going to go, but obviously I made a note of that. That can go down on my list of things to go in my favour to get one of these hospital type beds, what can be lowered and heightened, that I was hoping for, last week, but one when the OT people come, so I've made a note that Angie's fell a couple of times, and even that yesterday that the carer struggled and couldn't get Angie out of bed without slipping and falling off. So in one sense it might go in my favour, but I don't know. Maybe because it's it's new, and Precious didn't know. She said she'd been doing it for a few years, working for this particular company for only months. But she said she's been doing that type of job for a few years, so it's not. I don't think she's not new to it. Anyway, Angie seemed to be okay with it. So I left her. The only thing wasn't done, and afterwards I had to do was sort Angie's hair out, because I know when I've got sat on the toilet, I wet it because she's got naturally curly hair, and it's long. So at one time she's always straightened her hair, and over the years with hair straighteners always, and every blue moon she'd leave it to go curly. And even though everybody said, "Oh, leave your hair curly, it's nice," she always straightened it. If you've seen any of the photos I've put on here, you see she's most of them where she's got a straight hair. So what I started, when I had to sort of take control of her dressing and washing and stuff, I was struggling getting the hair straighteners out. So what I did, I just started wetting my hands and just running my fingers through her hair while it was wet. It's similar to what I do with mine, because I don't brush mine. I just wet it in the morning and put a bit of coconut oil. And that's what it's really turned out nice and easy for me to do. Just wet my fingers and scrunch it all up and wet it. Sounding like a proper hairdresser here, aren't I? They were hairdressing and nails as well the other week. But that didn't get done yesterday. I'm not sure whether that can be part of it. I'll have to ask. She was here about half an hour anyway. She got her dressed and stuff. So, and then I wheeled Angie through here. But we've got the appointment with I don't know who it is, the bosses. It won't be the owners obviously, but somebody's coming out who from this company, this caring company. They're coming out this morning. I think it's 10:30. Yeah, because we've got a carer coming supposedly at 10 o'clock to get Angie up and washed and dressed again. And then these are coming at 10:30, just to go over things and make some sort of a plan and sit. I don't know why it'll take an hour and a half, but that's what she said. So I can ask that. Can she? Is she able to do her hair? I don't see why not. I think it's part and parcel of getting Angie up. So we'll see. I've got on my list to ask anyway. And then we went out with my granddaughter to we had we got a visit from one of our other grandsons. We've not seen him for a few years. He turned up yesterday, which was really nice, really nice. A big beaming smile around his face. Really big beaming smile when she saw him. So yeah, that was good. So he turned up for an hour and a half or so, then he had to get off. And during so while he was here, the granddaughter turned up with her two, because they're off school, aren't they? So we then went for something to eat. Of course, you know, an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old. The treat is to go to McDonald's with them, you know, because the granddaughter, you know, their mum and dad won't allow them to eat McDonald's all the time. It's only like on a treat, which is fine. It's fine. That's, you know, it's when they're living out of McDonald's that's wrong. Yeah, so we went there and what did we? Oh, went in the arcades from there. 60 quid it cost me. 60 quid in the arcades. Oh, for a couple of plastic ducks and a stuffed toy that looked like a bottle of red sauce. You know, well, it's good. It's good. I mean, you know, that's what it's about. You know, that's what it's all about. Create some memories with them. But again, normally when we'd go in, we've not been in with arcades with any of the great grandkids for a while. But normally when we used to go, Ange get on the 2p machine where you roll it in. It's like that game Tipping Point. You roll it in and push the coins off. She sort of loves that, or loved. But yesterday, no, she just sat in a wheelchair, eyes closed. We could have been anywhere. She didn't have a clue, really, that we was in there. So I noticed that, you know. My granddaughter noticed how sort of bad Angie was yesterday and all, you know. Even when grandson were here, you know, she kept going, her eyes were closed and, you know, Nan, come on, Nan, open your eyes, because he was shocked, really, because he'd not seen her for a few years. I know, so, I know, anyway. Yeah, then when they went, we had, we didn't have any tea because it was too late. Yeah, it was too late. We had that McDonald's sort of late-ish in the afternoon. So we were too late to make Angie any food because of the time slot. You know, we're in and around a tablet. So I said, we'll have something afterwards, you know, after you take a couple of tablets, we can have something at 8:30. Anyway, come 8:30, no, I don't want anything. So she actually ended up with just, was it 3 or 4 ginger nut biscuits? That's all she had. I ended up with a couple of sandwiches, so yeah. But she was, again, last night, very, very sort of tired. Rolling, changing positions, lying one way, lying the other, feet were going. Pull the recliner out, push the recliner back in, cushion behind her head, no cushion behind her head, cushion behind her back. I put the ice pack back on her. She didn't sweat excessively, you know, and then I give her the popper thing, and she actually fell asleep again. Properly fell asleep about, must have been, 10:15 to 10:30. And I thought, well, rather than wake her up now to say, right, Angie, come on, get in bed. You know, I'm waking her up then. So I left her, and about 12 o'clock I turned and she just opened her eyes. She said, what time is it? I said, it's nearly 12 o'clock. Do you want to go to bed now? And she just nodded. So I managed to get her up. On the way, she needed the toilet. That was a bit of an issue. And then got her in bed, so it was probably 12:30-ish, or maybe a bit later than 12 by the time I was turning the light off. And then she was fidgety and noisy. So it was 2:10 again when I got in bed. But again, to be fair, no issues once I'd got in bed. A couple of times I woke up as I usually do just to check, but no noises, no fidgeting, no legs going. So yeah, you know, so a few, and I got up at 7:10, I think, so the few hours I got was pretty good, you know. So I've been up, showered, breakfast, showered, give Angie a tablets at 8 o'clock, which she took fairly easy, and up to now she's gone straight back to sleep. So I don't know what she'll be like when this carer comes this morning to try and get her up and washed. I can't even say leave her in bed because I think she's got to be up for these other people coming. Well, she's got to be up anyway because the cleaner's coming Wednesday. I forgot about that. Wednesday the cleaner's here 11:30 till 1:30. And then when she's gone, the outreach worker comes and sits in 2 till 5 while I get off and do some shopping. I started my shopping list yesterday. Can't go without a list. I'll end up coming back with half the stuff I don't want, half the stuff I don't need. So proper list, man. My shopping bag, and then I'll go and get a coffee. Just have half an hour, 3/4 an hour to myself before I come back with the shopping. Yeah, and then tomorrow it's the day centre again. I was reading something last night. I was having a look around because I thought, well, does she? Because she's always had acid. Well, she's had acid reflux, like heartburn, for a while. I think it's since she started on her tablets, her medication, and she's never complained about it for ages. So I just started reading about it. I wonder if we can knock that on the head. I know if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I was shocked when I started reading about it. I wrote it. It's called omeprazole. They're called these tablets. And it actually inhibits the body from absorbing B12. Now, lack of B12 in your body can give you dementia-like symptoms. Strange. And so I give Angie a supplement, a B12 supplement. Always have done. So that's a discussion I'm going to have with somebody. It won't be dangerous if I just don't give them herself. The worst can happen is she'll end up with heartburn and acid reflux again. But I might just inform, I'll probably inform the Parkinson's nurse because I can get on with the Parkinson's rather than my doctors, as well as they are. The doctors are group practice, the doctors aren't they won't admit to anything, but the Parkinson's nurse won't tell me, but she'll advise and she'll probably just say, well, try it, but rather than do it on my own back, I think I'll try that first. Because I just got thinking again last night when we sat on my own again on the couch. I know she was sat at the side of me, but it's like being sat on my own. And it's like, sometimes, I heard a saying a couple of weeks ago and it stuck in my mind, and the symptoms, Angie's symptoms, well, any symptoms of people with Parkinson's and dementia, because they're never the same from one day to the next. Somebody said, and it's a great saying, it's like chasing a £5 note in the wind. It's like all over the place. It won't go the same. And I thought that's just a great way of describing the symptoms and that, because she's nowhere near the person she used to be. I mean, she was, I know I've said it before, but she was like not only like the matriarch of the family, but she was the first person, the family had run to, for protection really, and help for anything. And that ain't the case anymore, so. Right, I'm going to go make me coffee and get a head ready for this busy day, really. The carer, then the carer's people coming chatting for an hour and a half, then the cleaner, then the sitter, and me shopping. No rest for the wicked. Don't laugh at that little spot on my nose either. I had a spot when I got up this morning, so I've squeezed it. Like a big red thing there. See it? Right. Right, I'm going. I'll do another one tomorrow, as usual. Please like, share, follow me. Click on the comments, send me comments, and let's get this information out there. Okie dokie, right. You take care now. Bye.